I know when I was a kid, my father would give me little jobs, like, I want you to mow that 4 acres in the sun in July, and don't come in until you're dead. And I'd mow it. And I'd come in and say, Dad, I mowed it. Yeah. Dad, I mowed the 4 acres. And what do you want, an award? Oh, well, thank you. No, you should do that. Now, this is what else I want you to do. So some of us approach life kind of like, if I do it, there'll only be something else to do, and there'll be nothing good in it for me. I can't imagine what would have happened if my father said, son, come here. Oh, here it goes. You mowed all of that? I sure did. How did you learn to mow that well? That's extraordinary. Son, I think if you approach everything like you approach that lawn, you could be the next president. Wow. See, if we could do that for ourselves, but I think some of us still have the voiceover from our childhood. I'm a good mom. Well, what are you supposed to be? Isn't that your job? Wow, okay. I work 40 hours a week, and? Wow. So what I'm going to invite you to do is to celebrate the glory of each other by starting with yourself. You go to the mirror and say, you are totally amazing. Do you know how close you came to not being at all? I mean, it was only because your dad loved your mom for just even a couple of minutes that, you even exist. And then they didn't have health insurance, so it's amazing you even got born. And then they sent you to school. We know what a terrorizing thing that can be for you, and you survived it. Oh my God, you are amazing. And so we have to go back to our own core and say, I'm an amazing person. And when you get that you're an amazing person, when you get you're the miracle you've been waiting for, you get slippers like this. Yeah, that's right. I can hardly wait to see what's next. No. When you get how amazing you are, amazing possibilities keep revealing themselves, even more amazing than you've already seen. So you can't have good come out of not very good. You can have good come out of amazing. That's easy. Every one of you that gets how good you are could find a miracle in a minute. If you just got how good you were. In fact, the first miracle would be, I am. I am that I am. Wow. I hadn't really taken that into account. I might not have been. And I am. And you are. And let's just take a moment and imagine the amazing things that we could do, because we're on this hero's journey. This is an extraordinary journey. There are no extra people on the hero's journey. There are no extra ideas. There are only good ones. There is only learning and unfolding and awakening on the hero's journey. I spent a lot of years on the victim's journey. Any of you ever been on that journey? All the same stuff happens. It just doesn't mean anything because you're busy worrying. And if you've ever seen the buddy movies where they have the hero and they have the buddy, the hero says, I know where I'm going. And the buddy says, I'm just following him. I don't know. It's probably going to kill us. And the hero says, it probably will, but we'll find out what's next after that. That'll be exciting. And the buddy says, I can't believe you're thinking that way. I lost my arm earlier. And the hero says, I lost an arm and a leg, but I can hop and I can limp. And wow, less to take to the other side. The hero refuses to have it be a victim's journey. And therein lies the victory and the magic and the majesty and the glory. It isn't how bad you look after the journey. It's how you get who you are. In most of the hero movies I've seen, when the hero gets an applause at the end of the movie, the hero looks their very worst. Their clothes no longer look good. They've long since given up the idea of makeup. They've got wounds and injuries that only a makeup artist could create for them. And they look pretty darned awful. And you say, now that's my hero. Yeah, you see, we're all going to get beat up in the process of being the hero that we are. But our first job is to own it, to claim it, to know it. And we can do that. So I'm going to take off my slippers. Whew. This is what I came with actually originally. It's a good thing I changed my socks. Can we have a little accompaniment here? We're going to do a treatment here. Don't you just love Tian? And for what it's worth, I am falling in love with all of you. It's just not hard to do. Because I get, in the very deepest core of my being, that who you are, who you have always been, is an amazing miracle of divine expression. That who you are, who I am, who we are together, is so much more than the sum of our parts. Who we are together is the one. The one that loves, the one that cares, the one that can be cared for, the one that heals, the one that has divine ideas, the one that laughs, the one that sings, the one that falls down and gets up and knows exactly what to do, the one that stumbles but falls forward, the one that can fly, can soar, and can move into a new idea in such a magnificent way, is to have it truly be a celebration. And so I know for each of us here today, as I know for myself, we celebrate the glory of beingness. We celebrate how enormous, amazing, and magnificent we truly are. We set aside the ideas of limitation, not enoughness, smallness, fear, worry. We set aside all the opinions that we've gathered over the years that don't have us notice who we really are, a divine expression of God. We get over the worries and fears real quickly because we choose to. Today, we allow our hearts to be open, our souls to gather, all that is light, all that is good. We claim this life right now. We claim the majesty, the magic, and the mystery. We claim it all. We celebrate it all. We say together, and so it is. Thank you, God.